So out here today, usually when we're feeding cattle, that's when we can shoot some video. But so if we look here, we've got some fresh calves this year. That little guy on the left was just born yesterday. The other two guys were last week. So there's a lot going on in the cattle industry right now. And you'll hear, imported beef and Argentinian beef and Brazilian beef. But and there's a lot to talk about here, but we're going to be down at the Valley Falls Library. I think it's next week. The girls know what date it is. And we're going to talk about the beef industry and St. Croix Farm and how they fit together and how they are very far apart. But, like this little calf right here. 3 years ago, this calf was worth like $300 when it was 1 week old. Today, in 2026, that calf is worth about $2,000 because there's a lot of factors at play, a lot of which has been the liquidation of a lot of large beef herds in the South from a lot of guys that are my age or older, and they've been getting some prices of break even or better, so there's no incentive to stay in the cow business. Here at the St. Croix Farm, we're kind of insulated from a lot of that. We raise our own calves, we raise our own cows. We can... It's not always about the price at the end of the year of what we sold all the cattle for individually. It's what is going on with the soil health, what is going on with the farmer's health, what is going on with our ecosystem. How are we making this farm better? Are we storing more carbon, which is better for the atmosphere and our neighbors? Are we working on water quality? Every day we're trying, and it's not always about the bottom line. And unfortunately, that's what everyone looks at is, John, are you profitable or you're not profitable? But there's a lot of factors in play. And if you're really interested in this, I encourage you to meet up with us down at the library. We're going to spend a couple hours down there talking about the cattle business and exporting of meat and importing of meat and why this country does that and why it's profitable for the big packers, which control 85 to 90% of the market. But I hope you see us down there. And we probably won't talk about cattle feeding at all. We'll just talk about the cattle marketing and the country's beef industry as a whole. Okay, looking forward to it. That'll wind it up for today.